Welcome Handmancer. Thank you for playing this demo. This game is still in active development. Some features will be changed and added. Let us know what you think. Suggestions and feedback is always welcome. This demo allows you to begin your journey against corruption, playing up to depth 11 of the core adventure and fighting against the first 2 bosses. So we get to go up to depth 11, and that gives you 2 bosses. I don't know how much content that means they're planning on having. Let me check real quick. Okay, so the game is not yet available. They haven't done the full release yet. There was one demo I was going to play, and they had not only released the full game, but then they had actually gotten rid of the demo. Oh, it kind of wiggles a little bit. Let's see. Cress, sharp one. Cress prowls with the grace of a sleek predator. Her movements a symphony of silent, deadly elegance. She senses the hunt, ready to sever lives with her razor-sharp blades. HP 23 out of 23. Base damage. There's nothing there. Blades 3. Oh, I guess it's, you read down. Blades 3, Stone 1, Parchment 1. And we have a deck with 10 cards here. And there's a Bracelet of Fury for every 3 missing HP plus 1 base damage. Okay. Gonna click on her cards. She's got scissors. She's got scissors, rocks, paper, and some sort of angelic looking insect thing. Okay, it says no effect, and then a flurry of blows. So it's kind of our first little deck here. Let's go. Let's just get into it. You know, the first match is always going to be the worst one. Map exploration. Like any other good adventure, your journey starts here on your map. Select the next node by clicking it. Come on now, don't dawdle. Let's begin. So, slimy. Ooh, are we going to fight some slimes? And I'm sorry if you guys can hear like little clicking, clacking. I have 3 dogs in here with me today, so they are definitely little characters. Oh, it is a slime. Learning the basics. Every card in your deck represents a spell you can cast. Spells always have a type. Parchment, stone. It's rock, paper, scissors. Oh my goodness, it's rock, paper, scissors. Okay, totally off topic, but I played the Pokemon TCG, and one of my favorite cards to play is a Mr. Mime, where he has you play rock, paper, scissors. Like Pokemon TCG, and you actually have to play rock, paper, scissors against your opponent is absolutely fantastic. Playing your cards, reacting to the enemy attacks by dragging them on the empty slot. Click End Turn to confirm your attacks. Spell types determine the outcome of the resolution. Win, deal full spell damage. Parry, negate damage. Lost, suffer full enemy attack damage. Lower the enemy's health points to 0 to defeat them. So here we have an empty slot. There's a stone here on top. I'm not sure if that's telling us to put a stone there. This is defensive strike. Deal 1 damage, grant +2 shields. Parchment, no effect. And then the Crimson Feast. Deal 3 damage, inflict +2 bleeding. Bleeding, which is hidden behind my avatar. I can move a little bit. Takes X pure damage at the beginning of the turn. Reduce this status by 1. Let's just throw a rock down, see what happens here. Because there's like a stone, and then it has a stone. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we did some damage to Slimy. Now there's scissors showing. So that's your discard pile in your deck. Okay. Well, I guess let's do scissors. I think that wins it. Oh. Pick your loot. Combat rewards. Defeating your enemies strengthens you after every battle. To become a powerful Handmancer, you must learn that strength is no good if not efficiently wielded. I swear I'm reading this stuff right in my mind. It's just going from my mind to like speaking isn't working. You're given 3 loot points and a choice of 8 random rewards. Don't like these rewards? Re-roll them by clicking on the re-roll button for 1 loot point. Artifacts. Handmancers are able to use powerful artifacts from the past and wield their magic in combat. These magical rings grant you powerful passive effects, able to greatly enhance your cards and effects. You might even come across cursed artifacts, items that exchange a negative effect for 1 bonus loot point. Okay, so you can kind of curse yourself a little bit and get some more points. But other than re-rolling, it hasn't told us what loot points are for. Handmancers can empower their spells by applying unique effects to their own cards. This is the art of card crafting. Okay, that's nice. You can begin by selecting a gem as a reward. Drag it to the card you want to augment and release it to complete the process. Card effects granted by gems always activate before spell resolutions. Okay. So that I'm looking at their little video they've got here for us. That looks like when we're modifying our deck, we can... okay, no, it looks like we select the gem and then we enhance a card. So that would be here in this process. So... Cleanse, reduce by 1 all debuffs, harvest, deal 1 damage 2 HP, healing breeze plus 3 HP, flurry of blows, deal 1 damage twice, ring of endless rivers, every time you inflict bleeding, inflict plus 1, bleeding, ring of the slow death, wow, at the end of the turn deal 1 damage, ring of the stone bearer, every 2 times you play stone, grant plus 1 defense, and ring of the blood demon. Every 2 times you inflict blood, deal 2 damage. So we don't have a lot of blood cards at the moment. I think we just had the 1. Okay, so this is a gem that we're taking, and we're going to put it on a stone. Nice. We hit it with a hammer. Oh, that's what the loot points are. Okay. We get 3 loot points, so we get 3 items. Okay. And then you spend the loot point to shuffle. Okay. Let's also go for dealing additional damage here. Is it telling me I can't have it? Oh, shit. It was like, I was trying to figure out, I guess, all right, at the end of the turn, deal damage. That's what we're going to do. I was trying to figure out what it was happening there, so I thought maybe it was glitched out or something, but it's a puppy. Tougher enemies. Enemies are growing stronger too. As you progress throughout your adventure, you'll see enemies with multiple attacks per turn and powerful innate abilities. Make sure to check them carefully and learn what they do before fighting. Research is just as valuable of a skill for a handmancer as martial prowess. Okay, so we've got a little wolf here. It's feral. Every win grants plus 2 courage. Deal plus 50% damage for the next actions. Okay. So far I am actually liking their whole interface and everything that they've got going on. It is very, very clean and easy to use, but I'm still confused by this. So if there's a paper symbol there, does that mean I have to put paper there? Are they using paper? Should I put scissors there? So should I put rock underneath the scissors, and then underneath the paper, I'll put my bleeding. And then it says sprint. Creates a cramp in hand. Draw 1 card. And then we have end turn. Oh wow. Oh wow, we did a lot of damage. I'm like, we took it down below half. Okay. So we have rock. So I guess we'll put our paper there. And then we'll put a rock under the scissors. That is absolutely brilliant. I love that it's rock, paper, scissors. Sprinting and cramping. Fighting is tiring business even for a handmancer. As combat goes on, you will have less and less spells to cast. Don't worry, at any point during combat you can sprint. Sprinting makes you draw a full hand of cards from your deck, but be careful. All cards already positioned will be locked and cannot be reorganized. Sprinting also adds a cramp spell to your hand, a card that can never win. Learning how to effectively utilize the cramp card is a secret that all handmancers yearn to learn. Okay, so I do have 1 card left, and I've got full health. I guess let's draw some cards here. Ooh, that is a gnarly. Oh my gosh, that just looks so uncomfortable. That is just painful. Go ahead and throw it down. Okay, so they've got scissors, so we'll throw a rock. Then they've got paper, so we'll hit them with the scissors. And then we just like use our finger powers to smell. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So we have Ring of the Gambit. Every time you draw cards, deal a damage. Ring of the Last Standing. At the end of your turn, if you have less than 50% HP, grant 3 courage. Ring of the Voodoo. Your cramps grant the following effect. Inflict +1 weakness. Deal minus 50% damage for the next actions. So I imagine my opponent does less damage. Okay, every time you deal damage to self, grant plus. Okay, so we're actually going to go for the Voodoo. Just because of the whole cramping thing. Fragment. Grant its effects when another fragment is on this card. Plus 50% base damage. Drain. Inflict +3, minus 50. Active recovery. Heal HP equal to 25% of the base damage. Deal 1 damage. Grant +1 health. We're going to go for Leech. Good stuff. And then let's go for this fragment. Nice. Choose your destiny. Ooh, boss selection. The end of your journey has been decided for you. How to get there, though, that's in your hands. The path you pick will influence the enemies you'll find on your travels. Plan your route ahead and keep exploring. Got it. So it looks like we have just the one. The rest are coming soon. We have the one. Warlord. The cacophony of screeching metal, armor, and weapons announces his approach. His metallic breath echoes within his helmet, a stark prelude to battle. The warlord was not merely raised for war. He was forged by it. He is ready. Are you? That's my path. Okay, ooh, I'm tempted to go up just because of like rainbow colors, but then I want to go down because food. Let's go down. The Well of Wishes. Reroll or duplicate one of your artifacts. So I'm getting like, oh, what's the game I'm thinking of? Inscription. I'm getting like some Inscription vibes from this game, and I absolutely loved Inscription. Give me an artifact of thine and declare thy wish. Dreams are powerful, especially if the siren comes and visits you during one. She is formidable, being said to help worthy handmancers on their travels. Give her one of your artifacts, and she will be able to remove it from you. Reroll it into something different, or duplicate it. So, at the end of the turn, deal damage. Okay, let's go for dealing damage. We're going to duplicate it. So now it deals 2 damage. I think that's a good choice. So what do we have? Ooh, look at that art. Look at that feast. Tavern. Every handmancer knows how important a good filling meal is. Milog is here, happy to help. Pick food with the best random modifiers for your current situation and enjoy its benefits. Welcome. What can Milog get you today? So, oh, we've got, there's even tea with like fruit. Okay. Golden Griffin Shank. Plus 9 max HP. Minus base 1 damage. Plus 1 base damage. Minus 2 HP. That's a sweet protein salad. A boar head with arrow seasoning. Plus 2 blades damage. Sorry, I need a sip of my... plus 1 parchment base damage, plus 1 blades base damage. So this one only has pluses. And the one on the top even has like extra thumbs on it. Sweet Delights. Plus 2 parchment base damage, plus 1 max HP, plus 4... Oh, this one's even got like a little rainbow on it, plus 4 HP. And the one on the end has plus 3 stone base damage, minus 2 HP. So it looks like everything typically has pluses and minuses. And then you get like special ones that don't have any negative. It's kind of, I guess, maybe random. Because like this is plus 9 HP. That's a lot. But I think we're going to choose between the Sweet Delights and the Boarhead. So that gives us plus 3 blades and plus 1 parchment. This one gets us a lot of HP. Let's go for the extra damage. Oh, that was unpleasant eating noises. I didn't like that eating noise. But you know what? Of all the things to not like the eating noises is like... Oh, he's got a hand. Ghost Corpse, 44 HP. Heals 10% of damage dealt. And weakening aura. Every 4 actions inflict 1 weakness. Oof. Okay. Okay, and we've also got 3 spots here. So we're going to put scissors on the parchment. We're going to block their rock. And then I guess we're kind of stuck with scissors versus scissors here. Oh, wait, no, we can put a rock on this. Ah. Okay. So we attacked, we parried, and then we attacked again. Good. So we'll throw down scissors again. And we'll parry the scissors, and then we'll sprint. To win against rock. That's paper. And I should parry and then win again. Perfect. So we're still at full health. We're doing quite a bit of damage here. So let's... So we can do paper against the rock. Rock again. Ooh. Oh my gosh. We're actually going to win all 3 here. Oh, we can like hit the ground. Interesting. I like that we can rapidly click everywhere. Oh gosh. Ooh, we only got 2 of those things. Okay, I think we are gonna win though. So hold on, let me... Okay. We did it! We did it without losing health. Let's go. Nice. Ooh, we got a glowing earthquake. Grant empower and riposte. Probably riposte. Deal damage the next time you lose, then reduce the status by 1. Okay. We have war cry. Deal 1 damage. Grant 1 courage. Fragilate. Deal 1 damage to self. Grant 2 health. Drain, inflict 3 weakness. Ring of Horror, you can't grant dodge. Ring of Damage, control. Every time you deal damage to self, okay, we're going to skip that. Ring of Empower. At the beginning of combat, grant 1 Empower. Ring of the Last Standing. At the end of turn, if you have less than 50% HP, grant 3 courage. I guess let's do War Cry. And we'll put that onto here. Good stuff. We'll get the Ring of Last Standing, because it's always nice to have that like in your back pocket. I guess let's go for Empower. You know what? It looks extra fancy, so we'll just throw that down. Oh! Our rock evolved. We now got a rock person. We got a full-on golem here. Wow. I like the kind of 3D movement of the card. That's really cool. This is nice. As a card collector in real life, this is nice. We need you. Hey, Handmancer, we need your help to improve the game to make it the best it can be. I don't know. I'm liking what I see so far. Let us know what you think through the feedback button or join our Discord community. Thank you again for playing Handmancers. I thought I got a... I'm not done yet. This must be the feedback button up in the corner. I was like, wait, I thought I had more levels. It hasn't been 11 yet. Where's my 2 bosses? It's like I was promised 2. Okay, we got our warlord. He's a duelist. Considers all parries with blades, stone, and parchment as wins. Oh, that's important. Oh my gosh. So he will win parries. Blades enraged. Every time you play blades, +1 blades base damage. Parchment enraged. Every time you play parchment, +1 parchment damage. And stone is the same thing as the other 2. So we've got 3 rocks on the field in front of us. So we can do 1 paper. Oof. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. We only have scissors. Okay, we're gonna possibly lose this, but we're just gonna do the 1 card. I did not mean to sprint. That was a mistake. Okay, so we've lost some health here. We lost 2 health. Oh shoot, now it's just 3 scissors. Alright, we're just gonna lose it all. Ouchie. So we are doing damage to him just because of what we have. Okay. We got 3 papers. So we're gonna do a lot of damage here. Wonderful. So it seems like this warlord does have a bit of a pattern. It's the 3 of the same type every single time. So we're gonna sacrifice a scissors here just so we can get a full sprint. And it looks like they gave us rocks. So it is going to consider, give ourselves a shield. Alright, we're just gonna do this. So that gave us a bit of health, that gave us a bit of shield. And that gave us a little more health. It just needed like the audio just like turn off. Okay, so now we're back to 3 sets of scissors, which means we want to use our rock. And it looks like he is actually slowly dealing more damage. Okay, we got another rock, which is good. So we got 2 rocks and a cramp. But that's something. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Okay, so we're back to papers. And we could parry with the, but again, he considers a parry a win, so we're going to throw down a cramp. And actually, we're going to do the cramp first. Okay. Oh, he's down to 4 health. Oh, we're so close. All right, so we're going to throw down our paper because we're versus rock. Okay, we got another paper. And I guess we'll... Alright, we're gonna swap out the paper with that rock and hope for the best. Oh, and that did it! We won! Oh, that was so much harder. Ooh, but look at these rewards. Okay, so we have the hemophiliac. Inflict 1 bleed to self, inflict 3 bleed. I'm assuming the 3 is on the opponent. Purify. Reduce by 1 all enemy buffs. Porcupine rush. Deal damage equal to your riposte times 3. Strong. Deal 3 damage. Ooh, I like this one. We're going to put that on our scissors here. Ah, so then that evolved that card too. Nice. Ring of the Sticks, you can't grant healing. Ring of the Celestial, if you would die, heal 100 HP, but it only works once. Ring of Scraps, every time you discard cards, deal 2 damage. Discard? Why not? And then we have some healing stuff. Goo Old Chug, recover 10 HP, and then Ring of the Celestial. So it says the ring is once, but this potion doesn't say just once. So I think I would rather... Oh, that was okay. It was a single-use item. Okay, so it looks like our health doesn't recover in between matches. So our next path is Corrupted King Frog. A monstrous chorus of croaks heralds the corrupted King Frog. Swollen with dark power, his immense form looms, eyes glowing with malevolence. Once regal, now a grotesque tyrant of the marsh. Do you think you'll be able to end his reign? So he innate abilities, Corruption, Rager, Shelled, Colossal Charger, Heavily Spiked, and Dazing Blow. Well, it's our only path, so we're just going to take it, you know? So it looks like we have... It's going to be the same amount of battles each time. And it looks like sort of the same stuff each time. The top has the Tavern and Mirror Fate duplicate one of your gems. And the bottom has Mirror Fate and Well of Wishes. We're going to go for the Tavern again. Just because we like a good classic D&D experience, you know? You got to go to the Tavern. It's a double slime. It's called a Dup Dup. Oh. And Dup Dup. Oh, this one needs 4. Oh my. This one needs 4 cards. Okay. So I guess we'll start by countering here. Oh, we probably should read these. Rager. Every 15% of missing HP, grant 1 courage. Boom. After 5 turns, deals damage equal to its current HP, then dies. And Dazing Blow, every 6 actions inflicts 1 stun. So we need to get this thing knocked out before boom happens, because he has 126 HP. I would like to not deal with that. Okay, so we're going to use our big one there, and then we have a rock and a mystery, so I guess we'll throw that on the rock. Oh, the little I like how the slimes actually change shape. I think that is absolutely adorable. Oh, we lost the mystery one. Oh no. It is less than stellar. Why did it just give us the voodoo? Alright, well, I've got 13 HP. We're probably going to be in a world of hurt here. So we're down to 7 HP. And it gave us a cramp again. Okay, we can take the cramp off. Oh, thank goodness. Seriously was starting to panic. I was like, oh no. It's like, please don't do this to me. Can I not replace that? No. Oh, I am gonna lose that. Oh, did we actually knock it out? Oh, thank goodness. That was close. What do we have here? Ring of the Master Shadow. Every time you inflict weakness, grant courage. Ring of Voodoo. Your cramps grant the following effect. +1 weakness, which we do have that. Ring of the 1,000 Cuts. Every time you play blades, inflict... Ooh, I like that. Grow. Grant 2 courage. Defensive Strike. Deal 1 damage. Grant 2 shield. Disruptive Alchemy. Inflict a random debuff. +25 base damage to this card. So I'm going to start with bleeding. I want to pick that up. I like that. We're going to go with Defensive Strike. I'm going to put that on a scissors. Is it just me or did I not pick 3 things? Did it only give me 2? Or did I pick 3 things? It's okay. Griffin Shank, +6 HP. Blades +1, Parchment +1. We're going to skip that one because it minuses. We're going to skip that because it minuses. And this one does +3 stone, +1 blades, +1 parchment. So this gives everything more damage. You know what? We're going to upgrade our HP. I think upgrading the HP at this point is important. Mirror of Fate. The Mirror of Fate allows you to weave the threads of reality, changing it to your own design. Drag one of the gems from the reflection of your cards to a new compatible spell. In this way, you'll be able to duplicate a gem you already own. Oh, okay, I see here. So deal 3 damage. Okay, I like the bleed. I like the healing. And it's just once. Okay. I can be happy with my choice because I needed more healing. That one gave me, it was +1 damage, +2 healing. So, the more health, the better. Oh wow, we've got 4 again. Okay, so we're starting with a rock. So we'll hit him with a parchment. We've got scissors. I'm gonna hold on to my healing scissors. Then we're gonna go with a shield rock because what does this rock do? Deal 1 damage plus, okay, and then we're gonna go with the other rock. Oh, that was okay, that was considered a loss. Oh, I should probably check. They have Sharp. Every win inflicts 1 bleed. Rager grants courage. Duelist. Oh, it's a duelist. It considers all parries as wins. And Colossal Charge. Every 2 actions grants 1 courage. Well, I guess we'll start with throwing down our scissors, and then we have to sprint. We do have a mystery. So I guess we'll... we're gonna do scissors, then we'll put down paper against rock, and then we'll do our rock against the scissors. Oh my gosh, come on, win this, win this. Oh, it would have been a parry, so we lost. So we do have it below at a 3rd health. We are getting it down there. It's just like, this is getting scary. Okay, so we've got some paper. I need to buff up my paper. That's what I need to do. Oh, come on. Please let this be enough damage. Oh, thank goodness. With that cramp there on the end, I was worried I wouldn't have enough health. So we're going to... Oh, this is just... this. Oh, but it's free. Oh my gosh, it's free. Oh, I understand now why I couldn't pick that thing up earlier and why I didn't get to pick 3 items. That's what these circles here, the ones here in the diamond, they're telling me how much the stuff costs. Oh my gosh. So Ring of the Stunning Draw. Every 3 times you draw cards, inflict 1 stun. Turns the next X enemy intentions into cramp. Ring of the Blood Demon. Every time you inflict 2 damage. Every time you inflict blood, deal 2 damage. Ring of the Barbarian. Every 2 times you play blades, grant 1 courage. Then we have the Smell of Blood. Inflict bleeding and grant courage. Spirit Cloning. Copy the prefix effect. Combo Finisher. Deal 5 damage of this card if this card has 3 gems. Okay. Deal 2 damage to... Okay, so we're not going to do Blood Spit. So... I want Ring of Stunning, but I also want Smell of Blood and Combo Finisher. Alright, we're just going to go for the Ring of Stunning draw and We'll go for smell of blood. And we'll buff up our paper. I like how our paper looks so classy. All right. We're at half health, but we can do this. We got this. We can do this, guys. Look at that chunky boy. Oh, so fierce, so majestic, absolutely beautiful. So right off the bat, we've got a mystery, rock, and 2 scissors. We have Rager, Corruption, Defensive Retreat, removes all buffs on self, Colossal Charger, Heavily Spiked, grants 1 riposte, and Dazing Blow. Every 6 actions inflict a stun. Okay, so we want to get this done as quickly as possible. So paper beats rock. Let me check out my rocks here real quick. Okay, let's try this strategy here. Dang, and it was a rock, so we lost. I don't think I've won a single of the mystery rolls yet. But we did get him down a good amount of HP, so we're off to a good start. At least we have scissors, so we'll put our rock here. We've got a rock, so we'll hit him with paper. And he doesn't have... So Shelled grants 10 shield, grants 5 riposte. Dazing Blow. So he doesn't automatically win parries, which is good. Let's go for the healing card. I want to use the one that heals. That took me down to 3 HP. And now I'm knocked out. Oh, that must be the riposte. Okay. So we kind of get a little bit of an end screen. What is the game this is reminding me of? The little end screen here. Oh, Hades. The Hades game on the Switch. I really liked Hades too. So like this game here has it reminds me of 2 games that I absolutely loved. Hades and Inscription. So absolutely fantastic. Truly, truly brilliant here. So we get to see a little bit of stats, our blades, our stone. It looks like our strongest cards, I'm assuming, or at least the cards that we had in general. Yeah, because this looks like 10 here. So this is just our cards. We have our little items. We can kind of see it took us 43 minutes, 27 turns. We defeated 6 enemies. We dealt 545 damage. Our highest damage dealt was 24. Highest damage in 1 turn was 62. Hey, that's pretty good. We took 61 points of damage. Artifacts activated was 61, and longest artifact chain was 3. So the fact that that implies that we can get like some really long chains going is pretty cool. I love the little rock, paper, scissors theme. So that was thank you for playing. So we get just the 1 character. Oh, do you want to wield the... Oh, we can join the discard and unlock him. We'll just stick with Crest for now. And everything else is coming soon. Let's get into this. Oh my gosh, I love this game. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to skip all of like the tutorial reading and stuff. I may be a little biased because they use slimes. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute and angry, so tough. Alright, we're going to skip all of that. So he's got rock, so we're going to hit him with paper. Okay, he's got scissors, so we're going to hit him with rock. Smashed! Bringing down the hammer. We have paper, so we're going to hit him with scissors. Yay! Round 1 down. Alright, I think I'll go a little bit slower if you guys want to pause to read. You pause, but We're just going to click on through. Shiny! Pick our loot. What do we got? We have Envelop, Inflict 2 stun, Perfect Strike, deal 1 damage for each buff on myself, Infection, inflict bleed and inflict weakness, Investment, grant 2 empower and inflict 3 weakness. That's actually pretty good. Ring of Madness, you can't heal yourself. Oh, so in one of the things they talked about debuffs and it gives you extra slots to grab things. This is one of those. Ring of the Smashing Stone, every time you play stone, deal damage. Ring of Weakness, at the beginning of combat, inflict 2 weakness. And Ring of the Barbarian, every 2 times you play blades, grant 1 courage. So I'm going to go for Infection. We're going to go ahead and put that on. Let's put it on a paper. Now there could be a little more strategy, like, you know, you get your healing cards, you get your damage cards. Let's do this one as well. Get some buffs going. We're going to put it on a rock. Good stuff. And then deal 1 damage for each buff on myself. And these, I think, are technically the buffs. We're going to do Ring of the Smashing Stone. We're going to add that to our row here. Improve ourselves. Alright, moving on to the Wild Wolf. I know, just something about the art, the fact that it's rock, paper, scissors, just makes my brain happy. So the wolf's a little bit harder. Okay, again, if you want to read this, you can pause. Feral, every win grants 2 courage, so we gotta make sure he doesn't win. We got scissors, so we'll put up our rock, and then paper, so we'll put up a scissors. I love it. It's beautiful. So put up a paper. Okay. We're gonna tie it out. Just so that way when I draw new cards, I get as many as possible. Alright, so we'll counter their scissors, and then we can counter the rock. Okay, we got perfect counters here as well, so we can go ahead and do that. Alright, I do need to sprint again. Oh gosh, we don't actually have a counter for the rock. But we can counter their scissors. But that did win the match. Absolutely fantastic. Ooh, we get some loots. So we have, for the paper specifically, deal 1d4 damage 1d3 times. Ooh, I love it when they bring dice in. Shrug it off. Remove all debuffs to self. Deal 2 damage for each debuff removed this way. Dynamic stretching. Discard all your cramps. Oh, we can discard the cramps. Oh, that's powerful. Grant fragment. Grant its effects when another fragment is on this card. Plus 50 base damage to this card. Then we can heal. Ring of Dread. You can't grant shields. Ring of Incredible Endurance. Your cramps gain the following effects. Plus 1 health. And Ring of the Wise Tome. Every time you play Parchment, deal 1 damage. So I'm actually kind of tempted to get this Ring of Dread. I know it stops the shields, but we haven't added shields to any of our cards yet. And I think if I understand this correctly, I should get an extra loot. Maybe. Okay, I do want this though. I want the upgrade for my paper. Why is that paper looking at me that way? And then I wanted to discard my cramps. And we're going to put that on a rock. Okay, so then that leaves us with every time we play Parchment, we can deal 1 damage. Or our cramps. So if we're going to discard the cramps, it's not really necessary to grant them an effective healing. So we could go for dealing additional damage. Remove all debuffs. You know, it's hard to decide. Like, getting that additional 1 damage can really be critical. Yeah, let's just do removing additional damage. Okay, we get our first boss. There's supposed to be 3 to pick from, but we only get 1 because it's the tutorial, or the demo, excuse me. So now we pick our path. So we have Well of Wishes, reroll or duplicate, duplicate a gem. We can do a bandit, then duplicate, followed by swap one of your cards type and gain power. Let's go the bottom route, because I think last time I did the Well of Wishes, so we're going to go the other way. Just got to keep trying something new, you know? Oh, Kremlin with his hand. Literally hit you with a hand. So we're going to start with our scissors. And then we'll counter the rock, and then we'll counter the scissors. So they have Sharp, every win inflict 1 bleed. Thief, every turn steals a card. And Stolen Cards. This creature has something of yours. Keep hitting to get it back. So we did actually do quite a bit of damage here. He stole a card. So we do have to sprint, unfortunately. And right off the bat, we got some good counters here. Which is pretty nice. And then we have to sprint. Although that time they stole, I think, a cramp card, so that's not too bad. Okay, then we'll go ahead and we got all of these have counters, which is absolutely fantastic. We'll actually win this one. Perfect. I love getting things. Dynamic stretching. Again, discard all cramps. Combo starter. Deal 5 damage if this card has 3 gems. Fragilite. Deal 1 damage to self. Grant 2 heal. Okay. So we lose 1, gain 1. Deal 1 damage. Inflict 2 weakness. So I'm going to go for this combo starter. See what we can put it on to. Okay, we'll put it on this paper that already has that middle bit there. Okay. And then we'll grab the corrosion, deal damage, inflict weakness. And that should fill up this last card here, granting it that 5 damage bonus. Fantastic. Then we have Ring of the Dark Soul, and it's a fish. Grant 2 empower to the enemy. Okay. Oh, I see. It's a open slot one. Oh, did I just mess up? Because I have 2 full circles here. I may have just messed up on this corrosion. No, it says deal 1 damage. It doesn't say 2 self. That's interesting. Ring of the Rolling Stone. Every 3 times you play stone, grant 1 strength or 1 in power. And Ring of the Trainer. Every 3 times you grant courage, grant 1 in power. So I don't think I have anything currently that does courage. So we're going to go for either the Rolling Stone or we could heal and then get something else. Let's do... Oh, I read it wrong. I have 1 left. So we can go for a free heal. Why not? We'll go for a free heal. And then re-rolling is kind of pointless. I guess we'll go for this one. Alright, Mirror of Fate. Yeah, sometimes my brain does like crazy things and I misread stuff. Okay. The Mirror of Fate allows you to weave the threads of reality, changing it to your own design. Drag one of the gems from the reflection of your cards on the left to the new compatible spell on the right. In this way, you'll be able to duplicate a gem you already own. So we'll kind of see what we can duplicate. Deal 1 damage twice. Deal 5 damage. Grant to empower, inflict. Oh. Oh, that says weakness to self. Oh no, that's inflicting weakness to myself. Oh no. I messed up. Discard cramps. Deal 1 damage, grant 2 shields. Inflict bleeding, inflict weakness. And deal 1 d4. So I'm tempted between deal damage, grant shields. Let's do this. We're going to do the d4 and the d3. You guys probably saw me grab that one gem and were like, don't do it. Okay, Temple of Trinity. Your starting deck has been given to you, but that's just the beginning. You can further customize your spell by meditating at the Temple of Trinity. Drag one of your cards from one type to the other in order to change permanently the spell type. By meditating this way, boosts that type, increasing its base damage by 1. So, how about we go ahead and we'll take a scissor and we'll make it paper. Interesting. So, okay, so it actually reduced the power of the scissors, but raised the power of my paper. Interesting. I don't know if I'm a fan. I thought I was going to get like a level 4 power, you know? Okay, that's just letting us know to give them feedback. But that was cool. I hadn't done that one yet, so that was a learning experience. There's a little thong. Oh, that's uncomfortable. So we have 3 rocks here. So I guess we'll hit them with... We'll get our paper, and then a duelist. All parries are considered wins. Every time you play blades, +1 base damage. Every time you play parchment, +1 damage. Basically, it gets +1 damage for all 3 types. So I could counter with a stone, but it'll still consider it a win. So we're just going to get that cramp card, draw some new cards, get the cramp going, and use that there. Because no matter what, we were going to lose. So we have 3 scissors, so we can go rock, rock, and then we'll throw down a cramp. So the next one should be all paper. Perfect. So we're ready to go to counter that one. This little warlord goblin. Okay, we got all 3 rocks. We're gonna throw down a paper. We can do another paper, and we'll use our cramp. What does this rock do? Okay. Oh no. Hopefully this is enough damage. Okay, there's 6 damage left. Oh, we were 2 damage short. That's fine. We will have a perfect counter this round. Yay! Absolutely fantastic. So we have blood for strength. So I do want to check here. Okay, we do have room for that if we wanted it. So blood for strength, deal 3 damage to self. Ooh. We're going to skip that. Static stretching, remove 1 cramp. Infection, so bleeding and weakness. Corrosion, deal 1 damage, inflict 2 weakness. This healing does cost money. Ring of damage control, or it costs points. Every time you deal damage to self, grant 1 healing. Ring of the Binding Strand. Every 3 times you play Parchment, inflict stun. Ring of Weakness. At the beginning of combat, inflict 2 weakness. So I like this Ring of Binding. So I'm thinking either regeneration, just because we do have something that deals damage, or no, we have something that deals weakness. Okay. So I think we're going to go for the Ring of Binding, and we're going to heal. Look at that froggy. That's our path. This is what we're going to do. So our options this time, both battle Well of Wishes, and then Temple of Trinity. And then we have Mirror Fate and Tavern. Let's go for the Mirror of Fate. We're going to go this top route this time. We're hoping for a win here. We're going to keep doing good. So this one is a Rager. Every 15% of missing HP grants Empower. Boom, after 5 turns deals damage equal to its current HP. So we want to get this done in 5 turns. Or 4 turns, I should say. Dazing Blow. Every 6 actions inflict stun. So we want to get this thing knocked down as quickly as possible. So we're going to counter this rock, counter that paper, counter the scissors, and then counter the rock. So we're hopefully going to do just a lot of damage here. Ooh, not as much as I was hoping. That didn't even take it down below 100. And we've got our first mystery. So we're going to counter the paper. Then we have scissors, so we can hit them with rock. Counter the rock with paper. And then we have a mystery. We're going to put our scissors up. Okay, we got down to 100 HP. Oh, they cramped. Wonderful. So we got it down to 80 HP. That was a oh. It automatically, okay, put a cramp there. Gross. So they have a scissors here with an 8 over it, so we're gonna counter that one. Put up their paper, and then we've got no choice. Oh my gosh. That was so much damage to me. That was painful. Oh, it did it again to us. It gave us an extra cramp. Oh no. I guess we'll put it here. So we need to sprint. Okay, so we can counter their rock. We counter their... Okay, so we got 3 counters. And then we're going to lose the last one. I think this Dazing Blow is where the cramps are coming from, because every 6 actions. So I think that's where it's hitting us. Scissors. I mean, we can hope to counter there. And maybe we'll do enough damage. He's got 5 HP left. We did it! Oh my gosh, we actually did it. Oh, getting those cramps was getting bad. So what do we have? Ring of Courage. At the beginning of a combat, gain courage. Ring of Shield. Gain 3 shields. Every time you draw cards, deal 1 damage. Ooh, Ring of the Gambit. Deal 3 damage for each card in your hand. Discard all cards in your hand. Interesting. That's a good way to get rid of cramps. Grant 2 courage. Considers parries as a win. Deal 1 damage. Ooh, that's good. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to go for this healing card. Because I am in desperate need of a heal. And then this card considers parries as a win. Go ahead and get that on a scissors. Okay. Now this is the difficult part because like dealing damage every time I draw is fantastic. Granting shields, fantastic. And I also need to heal. I really need to heal. Let's go with healing. Alright, we got a fate mirror. Okay, where's my healing card? We are going to duplicate our healing. Deal them damage, heal us. Oh, I'm in desperate need. That's like my only healing. So here we get to choose food. So we have, nope, we're gonna skip that one. Skip that one. So this one, boar head with arrow seasoning. Plus 3 blades base damage, plus 1 stone base damage, plus an extra stone base damage. 2 parchment damage, 1 blade. 3 stone, 1 parchment. So we're gonna go for blades, and this is like the arguably the best one. No! I messed up. I accidentally clicked. Oh, I accidentally clicked. Why did I do that? Let me go back. Okay, Dev, can we get a confirmation, please? Maybe make it a double click. So people like me. Oh, Dicey Slime Marauder. Okay, let's get into the next battle here. I'm gonna regret that. That was so bad. Oh, it's adorable. Look at him, he's so angry. So we have Tornado. At the end of every turn generates a tornado that discards all my cards. Damage resistance reduces damage by 10%. Accelerated growth every 2 turns grant empower. And dazing blow every 6 actions inflict stun. So we want to use our best cards. So we're going to counter the paper with my scissors. We'll counter the rock with my paper. Hit the scissors with the rock. And actually I have just what I needed to counter. Beautiful, because that's technically paper. Reducing the damage by 10% is going to suck, though. Alright, but we're already down about 30 HP, which is pretty good. Okay, so we're going to start. I know I can counter that. I know I can counter that. And then we're going to sprint again, just because I know it's going to discard the cards from my hand. So I'm not too terribly worried about the cramps. Ooh, but we lost. They had a scissors. Alright, so we're going to pull the cramp off because there were 6 turns. So we have a scissors, so we'll counter that. And we have a paper, so we can counter the rock. Then we have another scissors. So we could parry, because they don't have an automatic parrying win. And we got paper. Perfect. I love how the paper got all rainbowy. I think that's beautiful. I am actually thoroughly enjoying the fact that my opponent has this tornado. It's actually like really beneficial. So we have a paper, so I counter the rock. I have a scissors. Uh-oh. We got no choice. We got no choice. We gotta use a cramp. Oh, that was a lot of damage to us. Oh, that was painful. Nope, we're getting nothing but cramps now. I don't know if we... 28 HP, that's a lot. Ouch. Alright, let's see how well we can do this. So we've got a paper, which is good. I think it's got 1 HP. We can do this. It was definitely getting difficult once the cramps really started to build up, but oh my gosh, recover 100 HP right away. Am I supposed to be gaining HP somewhere? Recover 100. If I take, no, it won't add more than. Is there a way to gain? Am I not supposed to be at 23 HP right now? What? Every 3 actions inflict weakness. Every 2 times you inflict a bleed, deal 2 damage. Deal 1 damage for each buff on yourself. Smell of blood, inflict bleeding, grant courage. Deal 1 damage, inflict 1 bleed. Heal 3 H. Okay, we're gonna get this. Just instantly, as soon as like heals, we're getting it. Oh my gosh. So then now we can look at maybe dealing some damage. Let's do weakness. Let's inflict some weakness here. Deal 1 damage, inflict bleed. So I'm torn between inflicting bleed and inflicting bleed plus damage or bleed plus courage. And then also just like maxing out my health. I don't think I can though. Yeah. Alright, let's go with dealing damage and inflicting bleed. Just to kind of get that going. Okay, we got this. There's 6 HP, but I've got 3 cards now that heal. So, just gotta get some help. I think also one of these heals. No, technically those don't heal, but... Oh boy, we're starting off with a mystery. So we'll get our counters going, our guaranteed counters. So this one has Rager, Corruption, removes all buffs and becomes shelled, grants courage, grants riposte, something like that, and dazing blow. So he's got a lot of counters towards us. So we're probably not going to survive this first one. Oh, that was 4 damage. We're down to 1 HP. Oh my gosh. Okay, I went up to 2. And oh, and they have shelled. Grants 10 shields, grants 5 riposte. Oh wow. Okay, so I guess we'll put our scissors down and we have to sprint. So I can put my paper here. Okay, we'll get some healing off of that. Oh, and now we're down to 0. Dang it! Oh, I should have gone for the healing. Gotten that 100, got my 23 HP back. But yeah, this is pretty much what happened last time. We got to the very end and it just took us down. Alright, let's try again. I am determined. Maybe just do like a compilation of all the end battles. Alright, slimy. Take my paper. I slap you with my open palm of paper. I snip your paper. All right, so we have Purify, reduce all enemy buffs by 1. Pommel Throw, inflict stun, deal 0 damage. Every time this card is drawn, increase the damage built by 2. Ooh, I like that. Deal 2 damage to self, deal 5 damage. Ring of the Tormented. Every time you deal damage to self, deal 2 damage. Your cramps gain the following effect, deal 1 damage. Every time you grant courage, you can't grant healing. So we're actually going to do up the sleeve. I like that. We're going to put it on our scissors. And then, so we can do stun. How about on our scissors as well? And then let's do Ring of the Greed. Your cramps gain the following effect, deal 1 damage. So that way our cramps actually do something. So even if we lose the battle or that particular exchange, I at least do something. It's always good to buff up the cramps. Alright, Zip Tribe Goblin. Not very good here. We got a rock. Alright. At least now our cramp will do damage. Alright, so we've got paper, and then we'll counter. Alright, can we get... Oh, I guess we'll get a counter. What does this do? Deal 1 damage, grant 2 shields. Alright, this should be the end. Yay! It's definitely interesting because it's like, I feel like I'm not being able to improve enough by the time we get to that second boss, but knowing that there's eventually going to be a lot more bosses is kind of like, I don't know, it's an interesting balance between there's not enough upgrades and the potential for there being too many upgrades. Oh, that deals damage to me. Copy the suffix effect. Deal 3 damage. Ring of Endless Rivers. Every time you inflict bleed, inflict another bleed. At the end of your turn, grant 1 shield. And Ring of Aggressive Drawing. Every time you draw cards, grant courage. It's like the only one I actually like so far. And Smite. Smite's nice. Let's go for Aggressive Drawing. Let's get Smite, because why not? Let's just hit him with some extra damage. We'll put that on his scissors. Okay, and that leaves us with 1 more. Copy the suffix effect. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna be honest, I legitimately don't know what that means. The suffix of what? It kind of makes me wish I could have rolled over that extra reward point. Alright, so we have Mirror, reroll or duplicate an artifact, duplicate a gem, or swap your card's type and gain power. So we're gonna... I'm tempted to do the swap just because I have so many scissors and it's nice to kind of like even out the deck a little bit. Yeah, let's go for that again. So what do we have? We have Regenerate, heals 10% of damage dealt, and Weakening Aura. Every 4 actions inflict weakness. Good to know. Oh good, we did get a paper. Oh, that was a good amount of damage. Alright, so we have Rock. Okay, so we can counter their scissors. Or we can win against their scissors, we can win against their paper. Alright, we didn't get a paper, so we can't win against their rock. But hey, at least our cramps do damage. Okay, so they cramped there. So we can either cramp back. Okay, so we can put our scissors here. Let's parry. Is that enough? No, they've got 3 HP. Okay. It was almost enough. Oh no, they're gonna charge us for healing. Envelop, inflict 2 stun. Tiring strike, deal 5 damage. Oh, that does it to myself. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 random card from your hand. Deal 2 damage for each card in your hand. Ooh, these two together would be great. Ring of the Celestial. If you would die, heal 100 HP. Only works once. Ring of the Shield Bender. At the end of the turn, grant 1 shield. Ring of Stones. Every 2 times you play stones, grant 1 riposte. So, I like the stun. I like the healing. But Exhausting Draw paired up with Greedy Player are really good too. So it's important to get those in the right order. Okay, and that leaves us with 1. So we can get Envelop, we can heal, we can get shields, or we can get riposte. Let's go for the stuns. The stuns are really nice. Alright, we can go for the Well of Wishes. Little mermaid thing happening. Or maybe Siren, technically. Give me an artifact of thine and declare thy wish. Well of Wishes. Dreams are powerful, especially if the Siren comes to visit you during one. She is a formidable being said to help worthy Handmancers on their travels. Give her one of your artifacts and she'll be able to remove it from you, re-roll it into something different, or duplicate it. Okay, so we have your cramps or aggressive drawing. Let's go for cramps. And we can either duplicate it or we can re-roll it. Let's duplicate. All right, we're going to increase our paper. And now we go to a boss battle. Hopefully we made some good choices this time. Make the boss battle a little more, this one particularly easier. We'll see about the next one though. So this one has Duelist, so it considers all parries a win. Blades Enraged, so +1, +1, +1. Okay. Ow, he's got the 3 rocks. Oh, so much for getting more paper. I'm almost tempted just to go for like building up cramps here. Just so I can do damage. Because right now he is only doing 1 damage to me, so we're trading damage here. Alright, so I'm gonna lose that. Oh no, hey, wait a minute. I thought that said 111. Where'd the extra damage come from? I'm trying to remember what's coming up next. No, that he'll consider that a win. I don't remember what's coming next. We'll go with this one. Okay, it was 3 rocks. Nice, we can get another paper down. Ooh, 3 damage short. And that cramp was just not enough. Alright. That should be enough to end it, though. I have 1 HP left. Oh, I got 1 HP left, guys. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go for that heal. Ouch. And yeah, it only takes us up to 23, so I'm like, I am really confused when it comes to the healing. Recover 100 HP. Why 100? At no point throughout this entire journey have I figured out how to get more than 23 HP. I don't know if there's something that I could be clicking on to improve this, or if it's not implemented in the game. Oh, at the end of combat, heal 5 HP. Perfect, we're going for that. I'm not even going to look at anything else. So we can duplicate gems. So it's the same no matter what. So I guess let's do a duplicate and then we'll do battle. So we have inflict stun, deal damage, copy the suffix, inflict stun. Alright, we're gonna go for the stun. Because the stun is really nice. Okay, so right off the bat, we do have a stun, so it's going to cramp both of those. So then it doesn't quite matter what we do, because it's going to cramp both. So this guy is a rager. He does boom, deals damage to his current HP, then dies, and then dazing blow. So we have another one that does stun. So I think, yeah, we're gonna counter, so it'll stun, stun. And then we'll sprint. That one, we're gonna hold on to that one because it stuns. Okay, so now we have deals 2 damage for each card in your hand. So we're going to do the rock first, and then we'll do the greedy player rock. We'll counter that paper. And looks like we can counter those scissors. Perfect. We have another cramp. Okay. So we have rock, paper, scissors, rock. So I have a paper which inflicts stun, which is good. So it'll stun out the paper, it'll stun out the scissors. Oh no, I was wrong. It only stunned out the one. Oh, the next one cramped out. Oh gosh, oh no, we're so close to boom. Oh, that's not good. We have not done nearly enough. Oh, my HP. If we lose here, I'm gonna be so sad. And we lost. It exploded. Well, that sucks. That's a little bit sad. Normally we did really good on this one. Normally that's the first time that one's taken us down. So Crest kind of does a little bit better at the lower HPs, but it is such a gamble. We may have to accept having Crest at lower HPs. What does this do? 3 damage and bleed. So we have bleed to self, deal 2 damage for each card in your hand, deal damage and weakness. So again, we have the draw 3 and then damage for each card. Okay. I'm tempted to just go for these top 3 cards here. So this one is the deal 2 damage for each card in your hand. Then we'll do corrosion. And then we'll get our exhausting draw. Good stuff. Alright, so we got the 2 to choose from. Feral, every win grants 2 courage. So we'll counter their scissors, and then we'll counter their paper. Alright, that should be enough to win the game. Oh, and it wasn't. It was close, though. It wasn't quiet. That time it was enough. Okay, so we have, power increase, grant empower, and grant shield. Okay, we're not even going to look at anything else. We're just going to go straight into grabbing this. I like how the rock has like this magical girl transformation. Alright, smell of blood, inflict bleeding, grant courage, demonic pact, we're going to skip that one, grant empower, sticks can't heal, ringmaster of beacon, every time you grant courage, inflict weakness, at the beginning of combat grant 1 dodge, at the beginning of combat grant 2 courage. So, do we have something? So, the smell of blood would be a good one with the ringmaster beacon. So let's grab the smell of blood and we'll put that here. And then we'll grab the Ringmaster Beacon. All right, so we get 2 rewards and 1 battle. So we have the Tavern and Trinity, or we have Trinity and Mirror. So honestly, I'm tempted for the Mirror just so I can duplicate Defensive Strike. Every time I grant Courage. Or I can duplicate the Courage one, but I think the Defensive Strike is the best one. Because the Tavern didn't go so well last time. You know, screw it. Let's go for the Tavern. Why not? Let's make some bad choices. Ooh, oh, plus 4 HP. Blades and, oh my gosh. 8 plus 4 HP. Oh my gosh. Alright. We're upping our HP. We're up to 35, guys. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. We got 35 HP. That is the most we've ever had. Alright, as always, I'm moving a scissors over. Just so we can, like, upgrade our paper and even out our paper. You know what? I think the Tavern was worth it. I'm gonna be happy. He's got a mustache! So we have the Clinch Master. Every win inflicts 2 weakness, and damage resistance reduces damage. So we'll start by... let's see. And then it will count to the rock. And we're going to sprint just so this Crimson Feast does more damage. Good deal. Alright, so we'll hit them with our rock. Then we'll cut up their paper. I feel like I'm definitely understanding all of the effects a little bit better as I keep going. Because definitely the way I'm playing now compared to the way that I was playing before, I think I'm definitely doing a lot better. You know, other than the one time that we lost. We won't talk about that. we just don't talk about that. Oh, how could that have not been enough? Alright. We're going to put 2 cramps there and sprint in the hopes that we can do enough damage to knock this guy. So we have deal 3 damage 2 times. That was enough. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So we have Grow, grant 2 courage, which is good because that would go well with the Ringmaster of Beacon. Smell of Blood, which should go good as well. Warcry, deal damage and grant courage. Deal 1 damage. Every time this card wins, double the damage. Ooh. Ring of Martial Arts. Every time you play a card, deal 2 damage. Every time you inflict stun, inflict an additional stun. Ooh, we're not... Ooh, no, those are no good. So, I like Smell of Blood, I like Warcry, and I like Thirst. We're going to go for these 3. And we're also going to try and spread them out a little bit just because make sure everything at every given moment is doing something. Because I feel like that is probably a good strategy, at least for the beginning, is literally every opportunity to put at least a gem on one card. Like, get every card to have a gem. So then that way every card is doing something. Alright, we're on to the Warlord. Rock, 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 okay. Well, we can throw down... Actually, hold on. Let me double check this one. So we're gonna counter... No, hold on. Okay, he does have duelist, which is good to know. So we're gonna start by countering, and then we'll win. Because the first card that counters, it gives us a bunch of shields. And because it gave us a bunch of those shields, it cancels out the damage. Okay, and then we have a bunch of scissors. And we didn't get any rocks. Okay. So we're gonna lose that. We still have 2 shields, which is good. And now we're out of shields. And we got our first taste of damage. We did get our rock back, though. Ouch. Alright, so we'll counter because we'll get the shields back. Oh, good. Okay. So we do have some shields back now, which is good. So we're on to scissors. So scissors needs rock. Oh, we're 1 HP away from winning. Oh, the fact that we lost so much health when we were that close to winning. We could have avoided so much extra damage. Oh, we get a free heal. We're gonna skip dealing damage, remove 1 cramp, deal 3 damage, ooh, we're gonna skip that. At the end of the turn, grant 1 shield. So we're gonna get rid of this one, which gets rid of cramps. And I'm hoping that since it removes from hand, it means completely remove from play. Instead of saying discard. We're going to get ourselves a shield. It leaves us with 1 more. And I guess we'll just go with Smite. Deal 3 damage. Straightforward. Alright, Froggy boy. I'm coming. Oh, this is new. Oh no, what is this? Corruption spread. Spread corruption onto one of your cards. Interesting. So we can duplicate a gem or we can see what corruption does. I don't know what corruption does. That's I've never seen that before. Alright, we're gonna go to Well of Wishes. All right, so we can, so at the end of your turn, grant a shield, or every time you grant, let's do shield. We can re-roll, remove, or duplicate. So we can either guarantee 2 shields, or we can re-roll and see what happens. I don't know what re-rolling does. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that does. If it let's just duplicate it. I'm not even going to take the risk. Let's just duplicate it. I should probably because it's hard to understand what it does without actually because it says just re-roll. But what does that imply? Does it change it? Is it no longer Ring of the Shield Bender? Or does it re-roll it so it does +2, +3, +4, you know? So it has Duelist, Growth, and Poker. Every 7 actions deal 1 damage. This is so much better than that slime. Okay. All right, I am gonna lose this one, but I'm doing that intentionally just so I can get like those effects active. Okay, we've got some papers. The mystery ones always, it's like, oh, I just want to win so bad, but it's such a mystery. Oh, we actually won! They rolled rock! Or I guess let's just say they threw rock. Gotta get the correct rock, paper, scissors terminology here. So we'll counter their scissors with our rock. Let's do the paper with our scissors. We actually do scissors twice. And we have enough shields that I'm gonna throw down the cramp. Oh, this is going so much nicer. Having those shields each turn, this is going so much better. Okay, so we can throw down our rock, our paper, our scissors, and then... Alright, let's see if we can win this before we get to the end. Oh yeah, we got this. We got this hands down. Oh, that one's so much better. Yeah, I don't know why, like you mouse over it just right and it freaks out. So inflict bleeding, inflict weakness, deal 5 damage if this card has 3 gems. Oh, we can heal. Oh, that's to the enemy. Every time you draw cards, inflict weakness. And every time you grant courage, deal damage. Ooh, we have a lot of courage. So let's do the Wing of Weakening draw. And then we're going to do Leech. Because that's like our 1 heal card. We can get 1 more. We're going to do Infection. Perfect. Okay, we got some good stuff there. I'm so curious about this corruption. I'm actually looking forward to it because I want to know. Oh, we got another little goblin guy. This one's got like a gold eye. Alright, so scissors, rock, paper, scissors. So we'll start by, we'll throw down our rock, and then we'll do our paper, we'll do our scissors, and then our rock. So he has Inhuman. Every turn heals 5% of total HP. Strong Defender every turn grants 5 shields. Growth every 3 turns grants Empower. And Poker every 7 actions deal 1 damage. Guess what? We can get our own shields. This guy's gonna be tough though. Oh, that was plus 8 HP. Oof. Alright, I did put up a scissor, so I'm gonna lose, but it's gonna get rid of that cramp. Okay, this is 5. Dang it! It discarded the cramp. That was a risk. It was a calculated one that I lost. Oh, plus 8 HP. Brutal. Alright, it doesn't have duelists, so we can parry and not have to worry about it. Alright, we're doing pretty good so far. Alright, I just want to double check that. Yeah, okay, I do have one that's like for every card in your hand. So I gotta remember, I have a card that deals more damage for every card in my hand. It's like, oh, if it wasn't for that plus 8 HP, I think I'd be doing pretty good right now. I have 10 shields. I can prevent 10 damage. This guy ain't touching me. Oh, it was down to 1. Okay, so we're gonna throw down a cramp on that one. What does this one do exactly? Deal 4 damage. Oh, we got this. We've won. I'm gonna cramp the rest just because I know I've won. Deal 4. Oh, that's 8 damage. Plus the scissors. Yeah, we've got this. Be honest, that was a really cocky move, but I was like, I was determined. Every 3 times you deal damage, heal 1 each. Ooh. Alright, so we have Unrivaled Fury. Grant 1 in power for every 10 damage you have dealt. Maxes out at 5. Grow. Grant 2 courage. Grant 2 in power. Inflict. Ooh, not that one. Quick draw. Draw a card. Okay. Ring of the Barbarian. Every 2 times you play blades, grant a courage. So I'm actually tempted Ring of the Leech and Ring of the Barbarian. I know, like, I'm building my whole deck based off of a severed foot. And it's working. Okay, who'd have thought? You know, lucky rabbit's feet, now we've got lucky human feet. Corruption spread. The power of corruption is evil and wrong, but maybe in the right hands. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. You can spread corruption to one of your cards, turning it into a corrupted spell that always wins. Corruption! It's so cute though. Look at that little squishy thing. Come on, don't be shy. Pet the little one. It's a little octopus. Oh, it just latched on. So we want a card and we're going to make sure it always wins. Oh, easy. We're going to put that on the rock. The one that doubles damage every time it wins. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Okay. I'm not seeing a downside. We have a little octopus buddy, but like... Let's see what happens. But I like that. Now we have a card that if it wins, it deals double damage, and now it always wins. So, I mean, I'm not mad about it. Okay, what does he have? Rager, Corruption, Defensive Retreat, Colossal Charger, Heavily Spiked, and Dazing Blow. So we're actually going to start with... Ooh, this is difficult. So we do have 1 paper, so we can counter that rock. Okay, and then we have 2 scissors, so I can either guarantee a counter on the scissors. Yeah, let's guarantee counters on the scissors. Oh, we got lucky that we countered their paper. Alright, so far so good. They're shelled now. So they have scissors, paper, rock, scissors. So we can start by guaranteeing a counter there. They don't have the one that guarantees wins on count on a... Oh, we can get my rock. Look at the jiggle on that little oh my gosh, look at that jiggle. I need to teach myself to say parry instead of counter. We parry and then we win. Okay, so with the cards that I currently have, this one always wins. So we're gonna put it here so we can guarantee that win. Scissors, paper, then we'll sprint. And then we can put paper on the end. I don't know what that did, but it was cool. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. We're actually slowly going up in health, which does reduce our damage a bit. But we're going up in health. Alright, we're gonna throw down a sprint. Ouchie. But honestly, so far, out of all the times I've played, this is like the best. The best we've done so far. Alright, we're gonna throw down those because I need space. So we're gonna win that one, and then we should win this next one. Dang it! Oh, I messed up. I know I messed up because I sat there and like drew a whole bunch of cards into my hand, so I got a whole bunch of cramps. But that was like the best one yet. You know what? That was like the best one yet. Because that was the most damage we've ever done to this particular enemy. Okay, quick update for you guys. It will have just been a couple seconds. For me, it's been over an hour. I did join the Discord so I could start playing with the rock guy. So if we go to the end and you guys see him, now we know. If I end up not liking it and I go back to Crest, then I won't even use this clip. Okay, see you in the future. Hello from the future. Okay, so we're just before the second boss battle with the frog guy, and I figured the loot picking is the best part, so we're just going to see what loot we have. So we have spiked shell, combo starter, fragment, flurry of blows, ring of the binding strand, ring of the 1-2, ring of the slow death, and ring of the healing draw. Every 3 times you play Parchment, inflict stun. Every time you inflict stun, deal damage. Those definitely would go well together. And then every time you draw, heal. So that one would be nice. Healing draw actually would be pretty nice. No, we're not quite full on that stuff. If this card has 3 gems, I'm not even sure if I've got space for that. Actually, okay, I can. My scissors and 2 papers have room, and I would need either 2 gems twice or a gem and a center bit. So I could do the combo starter plus the flurry of blows, but I'm not impressed with flurry. Deal 1 damage 2 times. I mean, that's 2 damage. That's not a lot. Grant its effects when another fragment is on this card, plus 50% base damage. So we could do adding base damage, spiked shell, and healing. I kind of like that. You can get a little extra base damage. And then we'll go for spiked shell. Kind of beef up our rocks here a little bit. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get some cleansing crystals popping up, but we haven't gotten any cleanse because cleanse the buffs off the frog because he gets that really nasty riposte going, his shelled ability. But unfortunately, we didn't get any cleanses, so we won't be able to take any riposte off of him. So, which is why I was kind of like building up my my damage per turn. You know, just by drawing cards, I do damage. At the end of a turn, I do damage. So that's kind of what I was going for with this strategy, because I couldn't get any of the cleansing. So what I was really hoping for was I needed cleanses. But we are using Arturo, which is pretty good. So far, I'm liking him. So far, this has actually been easier than using the Cass. Let's see, we have, just to make sure he doesn't have anything weird. Alright, every 2 actions grant riposte, every 2 actions grant courage, every 6 actions inflict stun. So he looks pretty normal here. We're not in for any surprises. He doesn't have duelist, which is nice. Alright, we're gonna put that one there. Okay, so it looks like we can actually counter his scissors. Just straight up counter the scissors. Okay, we're gonna go for this rock. So the reason I picked this rock is it's grant 2 shields, heal 1 HP. And this one's deal 1 damage, heal 2 HP. I kind of want to hold on to the... Oh, actually, if I want to parry, I have to use that rock anyways. Oh. Alright, we're going to parry with this rock, and then we'll parry with the scissors on the end. We'll do it that way. Because he doesn't have duelist, which is the bane of my existence. So we'll kind of get some healing after being hit with that riposte. You know what? I just had like a weird epiphany moment. What if that is the key to defeating the corrupted King Frog? Is to just straight up parry everything. I'm gonna try that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna try just parrying. Okay, that grants healing, that does damage and shields. I'm not really in need of... It's like, as soon as I'm like, oh yeah, we're just gonna parry everything, I instantly like, don't get any parries. Alright, we'll just throw down some damage, and I do have a rock, so I can counter him if I don't draw scissors. Okay, we did get a scissors. Alright, let's see what happens. He's building up the riposte. Oh, we didn't get riposte damage! Oh my gosh. Is this gonna be my time? After all these attempts trying to defeat the corrupted King Frog, do you mean to tell me that is all I had to do? Was just parry him? Is that really? Is that all I had to do? This is parry. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have like a mental breakdown if that is all it would have taken. Alright, so we got hit with the corruption. And then we're just gonna keep moving forward. So he does have a pretty low riposte right now. We probably could gamble to take deal him some damage. Okay, we have scissors here that's like deal 8 damage. Alright, we're gonna take a chance and we're gonna actually deal some damage to this guy because he has such a low riposte. We're doing pretty good so far. Oh my gosh. This is the furthest I have ever gotten this frog. This is the most I've ever done. Now this next turn is going to hurt. So we're going to put 2 of our cramps down. Ooh, and we can actually perfectly parry here. And then we are going to get hit with 2 cramps. Actually, we could... Oh, I'm worried because he's up to 6 riposte. We're just going to go this way. We're just going to parry. Okay, we're doing good. Ooh, and we still survived! I'm starting to get worried with how well this is going. This is going too well. Alright, we're gonna put that cramp at the corruption. And again, we can actually do perfect parries, but it looks like he has no riposte, so we can go for doing damage. This is so exciting. This is legitimately so exciting. 9 HP! He's down to 9 HP! There's only 2 left. There's nothing left! Oh my gosh! The hours! The hours! Guys, you don't understand. I spent like... Okay, this isn't my first attempt recording part 3. I'm gonna be completely honest. This is actually my 3rd attempt at recording part 3 because I was really determined to use cast to do it, and I was finally doing this 3rd time and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna join the Discord. I'm gonna try using Arturo, and this is gonna, just try something different, take a break from trying to use cast. And whether or not Arturo really made the difference or if it was the strategy of parrying instead of always trying to deal damage, I don't know. But oh, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll go back and I'll show you guys the screen that shows how many attempts I did. But this is literally my very first attempt with Arturo. There is no other cutouts. Like, I mean, I did cut out all of the battles leading up to the boss battle because I didn't even bother recording them because I thought there was going to be multiple takes. I truly thought there would be multiple takes. This is going to be the shortest part 3 ever. But we have enemies defeated, 7. Total number of turns, 33. Time, 33 minutes. These were all the buffs we got. Damage dealt, 697. Highest damage dealt, 10. Highest damage in 1 turn, 66. Damage taken, 10. Artifacts activated, 101. Longest artifact chain, 3. That's fantastic. Where was the stats that I was looking for? So R2, what if I push escape? There we go, overview. So we have, I don't know why he has a 0 in front, but total games played 11, games completed 1, games with Cress 10. Oh, was I calling her Cass? Okay, Cress. Games played with Arturo 1, games played with Melissa 0. So she's not released yet, but like 10 times with Cress and could not get past the frog. 1 time with Arturo, and we did it. Oh my god. Yeah, total time played 5 hours and 9 minutes. I was about to go mental. I was getting so mad. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I'm glad that it exists. Very glad that it exists. If there was one thing I would have to ask for, I would like to see Cress get a little bit of a buff. Like, something's just a little bit off with her because, like I said, I could not get past that 2nd frog. And whether or not it was my epiphany at the very end of changing my strategy by parrying the frog instead of trying to just battle the frog, or if it was because Cress really needed an update, I'm not sure. There is a little bit of difference between these two. Like, Arturo has 30 HP, whereas Cress has 23. Cress benefits from missing 3 HP to gain +1 base damage, while he gets shields. She already has such low health, and then you're having to reduce her health just to up your damage. So I don't know. Actually, you know what, guys? Sorry for my rambling, but if you stuck through it, I'm going to real quick, jump to the end battle for her with the frog and try my new strategy. And now we're in the future with Cress. Now, I'm going to be honest, but I'm also going to be kind to myself. I didn't do the best job surviving to the end. I did make it to the end in one go, which was nice. But my deck is not the best. So rather than worry too much about actually winning, I am going to try to just see if the strategy works about parrying versus going for pure damage. So there was also another thing. I was having issues with the Rolling Stone ability. It says deals 0 damage. Every turn this card is in your hand, increase the damage by 4. It was not doing that. it was not doing that. So I wasn't getting my additional damage. Whether or not it changes for this battle, I don't know. But all of the battles leading up to this one, I was not getting my +4, which was critical leading up to this strategy because that's how I was going to get the majority of my damage. So we'll see how it goes. So already Froggy Boy has 6 riposte. Okay, we didn't. Let's put up the sleeve. Okay, I know this girl is actually going to put down 2 cramps, so we're going to parry both the 2 cramps that are coming with my 2 cramps because I want to parry. I don't want to actually like do damage. It was taking a while to put the cramps up. I was starting to panic. I was like, oh no. I thought it wasn't going to work, but we got our cramps, so we're good. Okay. So for this turn on our parries, we're going to counter that. Oh, Rolling Stone is working! Oh my gosh, it's actually working now. Okay. It wasn't working earlier. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So this Rolling Stone is deal 0 damage still. So I actually have 2 cards that have that Rolling Stone. So let's see how well that goes. Because yeah, it was like, you know, 4 damage every single turn, adding on it every single time they pop up. Like we're going to see 4, 8, 12, 16. Like I'm hoping to get some really high damage here. And I don't know if you guys can hear him, but I got a puppy dog with me. He is being very, very ornery. Let's just put it that way. He's being very cheeky right now. I don't know why he's decided to be so cheeky. But I guess when you need attention, you need attention, right? And so far we're doing really good with our parries here. We're keeping that up and strong. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna reduce his buffs. Let's go, we'll reduce those buffs. What can we get off of a sprint here? This is gonna add a cramp. Oh, but we have our envelop. So we can actually use our envelop here to get a cramp out of our hand. Oh, that was a powerful riposte. I was thinking to myself, gosh, I wonder if I should hold on to my envelope card, but... And we are going to get an extra cramp right there, but my opponent cramped 2, so we're actually just going to leave that card there. Okay. But he has no riposte. So I am actually not going to worry too much about the riposte right now. And I'll throw down my other cramp just to get that out of my hand. And then we are going to lose 7 health, but we're still in this. We're still in this. I mean, right now, I'm still doing better than I had been doing, which is huge. Okay, the fact that I'm still doing better than I had been makes me happy. I'm worried about this 12 damage right here. So this reduces his buffs by 1. So we can safely win against this rock because it'll remove the riposte that's on it. We'll get 6 shields from our stone wall. Oh, see, our Rolling Stone didn't get us our 4 damage. Because I only have 2 cards that have it. So I've gone through them all at least once. Okay, we're still in this. We're still in this. Alright, let's check out what he's got. He still has Rager. Corruption. Have we been getting hit with corruption? Colossal Charger, heavily spiked, dazing blow, and shell. So he's got a cramp there. So we're gonna cramp versus cramp. Oh man, I'm tempted to get another one out. Even though that's 8. Like, I can put it on this 5 here. And in theory, I can survive that. Okay, we can, because we got our envelop. So we can get 3 cramps on the field. And we'll survive. Oh, we have another stun coming on our side of the field. And yes, I'm making this an us problem. So I'm not suffering alone. Okay, I'm looking at what's on the field and it's like, I'm gonna have to do another cramp. Like, I've got no choice. And if I sprint again, it's just gonna put a cramp in my hand. Alright, we're gonna lose, but we're gonna go out in a blaze of glory. Got a little bit of healing, got a little bit of shields. Then we lose those shields. Then we lose more shields. And this is the end. But I'm gonna be honest here. You know, because being kind to yourself is very important. That is the furthest I have ever gotten with Cress in defeating the big bad froggy boss. So I am so excited. That was awesome. So we managed to beat him with Arto. And then we got most of the way with Cress. So that is pretty awesome. So I think we'll just go ahead and wrap it up here. I already had all of my thoughts and excitement earlier. So we'll just go ahead and wrap this up. But yeah, I really like this game. 10 out of 10. It's available on Steam right now as a demo. There's also a Discord server if you're interested in getting updates from those guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and hanging out. I appreciate you spending your time here with me to check out this game. Trying to think if I have any other. It's hard to remember your announcements, but if you guys like listening to me talk and play these demos, I do have more demos sorted out into various playlists of different kinds. I also started a series where I talk about my life, my opinions, just kind of talking. So that is all I've got for now. So until next time, bye guys.